The year is 1984. Captain Mark Evans, a man who ate danger for breakfast, grinned at his crew. Three young faces, eager for adventure, stared back at him. They were pioneers, explorers of the sky, venturing into airspace untouched, unmapped, unknown. Their mission chart a new air route over the South Pacific, a perilous flight over thousands of miles of open ocean. The hum of the engines was their only companion as they flew for days. The monotony broken only by the crackle of the radio. The vast blue canvas of the sky stretched endlessly before them. Then, on the fourth day, the compass jittered. Static choked the radio. An unsettling silence descended upon the aircraft. A thick, unnatural fog rolled in, engulfing the plane, blinding them. They were lost.
Captain Evans, his face etched with concern, wrestled with the controls. The plane lurched, buffeted by unseen forces. Through the swirling mist, a dark shape emerged. An island shrouded in fog materialized before them. It wasn't on their maps. Panic clawed at their throats. The plane, caught in a dizzying spiral, descended rapidly towards the unknown. Then silence.
The island welcomed them with an unnerving stillness. The air hung heavy, thick with the scent of unknown blooms and the unsettling hum of insects. The jungle, dense and impenetrable, seemed to pulsate with a life of its own. They were prisoners in a green, silent hell. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. The lush vegetation offered sustenance, but their fear festered. The island played tricks on their minds. Strange whispers seemed to emanate from the trees. Shadows danced at the edge of their vision. Their compasses spun uselessly. They were trapped in a labyrinth of green with no escape. One by one, the hope in their eyes dimmed, replaced by a chilling acceptance of their fate.
One night, under a moonless sky, the whispers intensified, becoming a cacophony of voices. They surrounded the men, closing in. Paralyzed by fear, they could only watch as the jungle floor seemed to shimmer and part. A blinding light erupted from the earth, bathing them in its unearthly glow. Then, darkness swallowed them whole.
The world had moved on, leaving them frozen in time. The year was 2004. The world watched in disbelief as a battered aircraft bearing the markings of a long-lost flight emerged from a storm cloud over the Pacific. It landed, wings wobbling precariously, on an airstrip in Guam. The world held its breath as the hatch creaked open. Four figures emerged, blinking in the sunlight. Captain Evans, his hair now white, looked around in bewilderment. His crew, their faces etched with the lines of a life lived and lost, seemed equally confused. They spoke in hushed, disbelieving tones, their words echoing their bewilderment. 20 years had vanished in what felt like an instant.
Time, it seemed, had played a cruel trick on them. Their families, their lives had moved on, accepting their fate. The world that greeted them was alien, filled with technology they couldn't comprehend. They were strangers in their own time, relics of a forgotten past.
The world wanted answers. Where had they been? What had happened during those missing years?
Doctors poked and prodded, searching for answers in their bodies, their minds. They found nothing.
The men, their minds shrouded in a fog of confusion, could offer no explanation. Their memories were gone, erased, replaced by a haunting silence.
The men tried to rebuild their lives, haunted by the whispers of a forgotten nightmare. They couldn't escape the feeling of being watched, of something lurking just beyond their perception.
Their dreams were plagued by visions of the island, the strange lights, the chilling whispers. The past, it seemed, was not done with them yet.
One by one, they began to remember, not in clear images or coherent thoughts, but in flashes of sensation, in the chilling whispers that seemed to follow them everywhere.
The island, they realized, was not a place they had left behind. It was a presence, a living entity that had come back with them. The world watched in horror as the men, once symbols of hope and survival, succumbed to the darkness that clung to them. They vanished, one by one, drawn back to the island that had claimed them. Their stories, fragmented and incomplete, offered no answers, only more questions. Their disappearance remained a mystery, a chilling reminder of the unknown that lurks at the edges of our world. The island, shrouded in fog and silence, remained an enigma, a place where time and reason had no meaning. The whispers continued, carried on the wind, a chilling testament to the enduring power of the unknown. The vanished pilots became a cautionary tale, a reminder that some mysteries are not meant to be solved, some doors not meant to be opened. The end? Or perhaps just the beginning.